Welcome, everybody. I'm Nina. This is the Panic Button.
Welcome. I'm Jessie.
So, Jojo Siwa, she's in her trad wife era, and we are here to talk about it.
You know, I just don't give half a crap about Jojo Siwa.
I know.
Why should they give half a crap about Jojo Siwa?
Because people do.
Okay. Let's see what opinions I have.
So, Jojo Siwa, she's got a lot going on. She's an interesting character. She's been famous for almost all of her life, and she went from child star on Dance Moms to pop icon among little kids to lesbian icon to now dating a man, and this has created a lot of controversy. People are saying that she's crazy, that she's contributing to the rise of conservatism, that she's in psychosis, but maybe Jojo Siwa, get this, is just a child star, and she's doing what child stars do.
That's what I said.
Let's talk about it. Guys, before we get into today's video, please like and subscribe. Today we're talking about Jojo Siwa, and this girl...
Oh yeah, before we get into today's video, please like, subscribe, join our memberships, comment below, hit that bell, and we're trying to get to 30,000 subscribers.
Girl can always find the spotlight. I've heard about Jojo Siwa for now, it seems like 2 decades, and she's only 22 years old, so it can't possibly be 2 decades. But she was famous for the show Dance Moms, you know, that reality show where we followed little girls in a dance troupe and their manager moms, and we made them all super famous as children and ruined their psyches. That was fun. And then she became this pop icon among, like, I don't know, like a 5-year-old
You know what
girl?
they say? The bigger the hair, the bigger the bitch.
I've heard the bigger the hoops, the bigger the
and
hose.
there was the Jojo Siwa tour where she was dancing around for kids and she was selling bows at Claire's that made her millions of dollars, I presume. And then she went from that to this really sharp turn into pride LGBTQ, identifying as a lesbian, and she became a lesbian icon. Well, now Jojo Siwa is dating a man. His name is Chris Hughes. She went on a show called Big Brother, met this man named Chris Hughes whilst identifying as a lesbian and whilst being in a lesbian relationship. And she came out of that show with a man on her arm. So she's now in a straight relationship, shall we call it. And a recent video that she sparked, which is going to seem a little strange when I show it to you, has created an online conversation for some reason, and we will try to unpack it. It is a cover of her singing Betty Davis Eyes, and she's going to release this cover, presumably. Let's watch the clip so that you guys can see it. Now, outside of that audio sounding a little strange, which we don't have to get into.
The auto-tune is so much.
She does that like talking. Like I can't sing, so I'm gonna sing, and it's something I'm not a fan of. I've never liked Jojo Siwa's music.
The original Betty Davis Eyes song, at least the one that I heard, I don't remember the artist's name, but she had a very raspy voice when she sang. Mm-hmm. It's your progress, it's your purpose, it's your nose, you know, all that shit. Mm-hmm. And then Gwyneth Paltrow did it, and she didn't do the raspy voice. But Jojo Siwa is trying to lean into the raspy voice, even though she doesn't really have a raspy voice.
No, but she tries. You can tell in her voice she's trying. No, like in real life too. She tries to have that like,
horsey.
Yeah, I'm Jojo, and I talk kind of like a dude.
That's she got that horsey voice.
Yeah, that's how she usually talks anyways.
But not the rasp.
No, and there's a way to do rasp nice, and there's a way to do it whatever that was, and that was whatever that was, and it was more like
whatever that was.
I mean, if you're just putting it on TikTok, I'm not going to get mad. But if you're sitting there and releasing it and getting millions of monies from it, I'm a little pissed, not going to lie.
Right? You didn't even write the song. You weren't even the original singer.
You didn't even sing it well.
Right?
Like,
and she'll still get money for it.
Like, what's William Shatner? At least he spoke these songs, so it was
Rocket
different.
Man.
It was different. You know, you're doing something different. This isn't different. This is anyone at karaoke ever.
Yeah, this is karaoke. This is crap karaoke.
People are, I guess, commenting on the look of Jojo Siwa. She's got that traditional sort of pin-up hair, the Betty Davis look. She's got the red lipstick, and I guess a sort of...
No trad wife shows that much midsection.
Hold up 1 second. This ain't no Betty Davis look. Okay, let's look at what Betty Davis looks like. Okay, Betty Davis. That's Betty Davis right there. See Betty Davis? Is that Betty Davis? Or is that Betty Davis?
I think the point is that it was supposed to be styled like...
Just the style? Okay, because she does not look anything like
just the
Betty
style.
Davis. Betty Davis don't even wear pearls. What's it? This is a grift to the trad wife culture.
1950s style.
Yes.
But also, no one in the 1950s would be wearing anything that shows that much of their midsection.
Exactly. So she's trying to like do the...
They do like sexy 1950s.
Yes.
But like, if men didn't beat their wives, we'd wear this. Yes. That's kind of what they're doing, yeah.
Trad wifey top, although that's basically a bikini, so I'm not seeing the trad wife in that. And they're saying this is the rise of conservatism. She's in a transitional psychosis because she's now dating a man and feeling the need to do this, I guess, performative traditional femininity. It seems like a bit of a stretch. You guys should be Olympic gymnasts, but I can see a little bit of Jojo Siwa playing into, I don't know, the straightness of it all. She went from this like pride parade connoisseur to this now Betty Davis singing red lip.
It's 100% that. It's looking for clout and attention. And Jojo Siwa has already gotten the market on the gays, right? So she's willing to alienate a few gays in order to get the straight population, and what she assumes is a conservative population. This is a marketing tactic. Is it a smart tactic? Probably not. But Jojo Siwa's been around long enough that the people who are going to listen to her are going to listen to her. And then you have this whole new branch of people who are on the conservative side start to talk about her. And they're like, why are you giving her so much shit for just saying she's straight? And it's like, that's the problem.
She cured herself of straightness. She cured herself of gayness.
People, not all people, but some people go through experimental phases. Jojo Siwa being in the public light makes us see all of this. Now, in an experimental phase, you don't always know it's an experimental phase because you're trying it out. So the lesbian thing was an experimental thing, probably for more money.
Yeah.
But either way, if she was just some college girl and not famous, nobody knew her name, nobody would be talking about it. No one would care. I'm not, genuinely, no one would care except for maybe like two lesbians that were her friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like the exes. But I guess that's why when I said I don't care, it's not to be mean or hateful towards the topic or to say anything nasty. It's because if it was anyone besides Jojo Siwa, we wouldn't give a
Taylor Swift, if she did it.
We'd give
she
a fuck
came out as a lesbo
because she's in the light. But if you never saw them in the public eye, you wouldn't give a fuck if they decided they weren't a lesbian anymore.
That's true. She went hardcore left lesbo to hardcore right trad wife who shows midriff but wears pearls.
But she's not going to say that she's a trad wife,
right? But
because she wants to keep those people around, the ones that liked her when she was kind of a lesbian.
Yes. But what's her next grift? What follows this?
Mommy blogs.
She's gonna be a mother now? She gonna get pregos?
If she really is straight and she felt so pressured into being a lesbian, yeah, I'd say mommy blogs are like a what do you call it? Reality show.
Oh, you think that she'll be?
Yeah, she'll be like the star of a reality show.
She'll be the mom.
Yeah.
For the dance daughter.
Yeah. Or not even for the dance daughter. It'd be like a Keeping Up with the Kardashians kind of situation.
Keeping up with
Jojo Siwa. Just JoJo. You know?
Keeping up with the personalities.
Yeah, but that is literally like, that's usually the way it goes, right? If her music doesn't continue to be successful, she's going to go to reality TV.
Was her gay music successful, though?
I think that the gays buy into a lot, yeah. Maybe it wasn't successful because she took this turn.
Yes, okay, some of the gays are dumb. I'll be the first one to admit it. Some lesbians are absolutely retarded.
Some women
because they're like, ooh, someone says they're gay. Ooh, I love their music, even though it's shit.
Some women, especially I'd say more masculine women, see what they view as a sweet, cute, attractive woman.
Yeah,
long hair, whatever, and they obsess over something like that. They
if they say they're gay,
well, they're not idolize. They want that. And then because she says she's gay, the like more masculine women are like, see, there are women like that out there that are still kind of women. And then
and then they turn straight.
And then they're straight, and it's really disappointing. But it still shouldn't be like gay news.
Gay news, a straight person came out as gay.
Oh, no.
They're back in the closet.
A gay person came out as straight because they lied. But
of course.
I would be hesitant to actually call it a lie unless we have proof that she was doing it just for the money. I think that girls that age...
What kind of proof do you need?
Girls that age just want to and fuck around and find out. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put it against her for the money.
Yeah.
But I think some of it was also just dumb being young and testing out waters.
Dumb, young, and horny.
I think that both of the relationships were like 6 months long. It wasn't even like she had a year of lesbianism. And then
That doesn't even count. That's as much as a college girl does in a semester.
And that's why I say it's experimenting. And any college in the United States of America has seen this, and nobody gives them as much shit as we're giving Jojo Siwa.
Well, she's grifting and making cash off of it.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of those girls are having a great time, too. They didn't have a shitty time.
They're making $3 on OnlyFans a month. That's what they're doing.
But still, I mean, it's the matter of public eye perception. I don't think that, it's as big of a deal as some people are making it.
Lipstick wearing, pearl having on,
Do you think
trad wifey and type in this.
Huh?
Do you think Jojo Siwa sees it as a big deal that she came out as straight? Do you think it's like this big monumentous thing? Or do you think it's
No, see, it was subtle, kind of. Like, she didn't make a big deal out
Jojo
of it.
doesn't do subtle.
Sorry, that's not what I meant. What I meant to say is, when she came out as gay, it was a big deal, and she made a big hubbub to do about it. But coming out as straight, it was a big deal, but she didn't make it a big deal. Did you notice that? Like, she's not making a big deal out of the straightness like she did the gayness.
Because when you come out, this is how the world views it. When you come out as gay, there's a struggle to be had. When you come out as straight, there's no struggle to be had.
There's a struggle to be had. Yeah, coming out as gay today. Yeah, you get praised for that crap.
That's the problem with everyone's coming out story. And this happened to me, and that happened to me, and that's my coming out story. Is it's not as bad as it used to be. There was a time and day where if you came out, you were risking your life and your safety.
Yeah.
But today, it's literally illegal. It's actually illegal for someone to threaten you based on the fact that you're with someone who's of the same gender as you. Other ages, sure, maybe, but gender, you know.
Yeah. No, I get it.
And so that's what I find. And yes, some individuals still have hard times coming out, but I'd say generally speaking,
you get praised for it.
Especially these days, and there's no need for praise when it's not that hard.
Right? If it's not hard to do.
You had a
easy.
hard time.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've talked about this too in depth, but let's do it just for the sake of doing it. Quick, what's your coming out story?
I was outed in high school by my best friend who was sleeping with my girlfriend.
And they're both women.
They're both
Just
women. They're both women.
Put it out there.
Even though there were people who we kind of knew were gay, they weren't out, but I was outed. So I was the only gay person in the entire high school, and I was made fun of. I had pieces of paper with Nina is an Uber dyke, and it was posted all over the place. I had to go to the principal's office because I was being harassed because of it. I couldn't even drive home without someone who was driving in front of me doing this to me while I was driving behind them. It was constant, just constant being bullied every day. It was every single day. Someone was saying shit to me. They were talking to other people, talking shit about me while I was right across the table from them. I barely graduated because of that shit. So I think that's why I have a bitter taste in my mouth when people are like, oh, I came out this year. And it's like, you.
My coming out story was different because 15 years later, the kids are more accepting, but the parents aren't, the teachers aren't. And that would be probably my biggest takeaway from the whole thing. The school got mad at me for being gay. I couldn't come out to my parents because they really hated that. So I got in trouble for bringing a girl to prom in 2017. I got, all the kids were fine with it, really, genuinely. They didn't give a as long as I was a regular person. Mm-hmm. But I got teachers failing me and then sending notes home, even though I was passing all of my I almost got told I couldn't walk across stage because I brought a chick to prom my senior year. And so I'd say that I see it changing with the times, 100%.
Yeah.
I never thought, my peers never really bullied me. They made jokes, but that was kind of how everyone interacts. It's not making fun of someone if you're all badgering everyone, you know what I mean? It's not a targeted thing. My friends appreciate, they never made it hard when I came out. Even my siblings were easier going. Parents, teachers, you name it, they had the hard problem with it. They had the hard time.
Majority of my friends. With the exception of like one.
I will say that my friendships faded because I'm not good at keeping communication going, but none of them stopped being friends with me because I was gay. None of my friends were like, you're a lesbian. I mean, I got the occasional question of, oh, are you attracted to me? And it's like, no. But
I had girls acting weird with me, like weird around me, because they thought that I was like looking at them in a weird way because they knew I was gay.
I had a very...
And it's like, you really think I have that low of standards?
I didn't want people
Really?
to feel uncomfortable around me, so I would literally stare at the lockers while I'd change. But no one ever made those kind of comments to me. I mean, and that's the thing is, generationally, you could feel, especially when I was in school, you could feel the difference. There was a couple teachers who were totally okay with it. Then there were a couple teachers who were like, how dare you?
How dare you be gay?
Yeah. And then, like, essentially trying to get me to come out to my parents by failing me in school. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that was fun. That was awesome. And let me just say, telling them that I was gay was not fun any of the times. But, you know, and those are... Your story is hard. My story was difficult. Not comparing one harder than the other. But it's lessening from your peers, from the people that you could equalize with. So what the is the problem with coming out? You know what I mean?
There is no problem coming out today.
I understand family, I understand religion, but like you will have generally accepting people no matter what. As long as you're not touching kids, you're good to go.
Specific video. And I guess we'll see how that turns out for her. I've always seen Jojo Siwa in little blips of online history and our sort of media entertainment history. And she's always come on quite strong. And I think this is just characteristic of being a child star in general. On Dance Moms, she was continuously repeatedly performing. And as we all know, the Dance Moms episodes ended with those girls being placed in a pyramid as to like who's the best for that particular week. And I can't imagine that that's at all healthy for the psyche of a young child. She is literally raised and bred to perform her entire life and has done so since her appearance on that show. And I can imagine she kind of does the same in relationships. With my little knowledge of Jojo Siwa, every single time she seems to be in a new relationship, it comes out very quickly, very fast, and she is very boldly in love with this individual. And Chris Hughes...
It's like a lesbian relationship. She's U-hauling, but with a guy.
It's all in that state of where they must be, right? Mm-hmm. All money, all fast, all good. No matter what, you have go. For them, it must be just so... I can't imagine they've spent a minute away from each other. They must constantly be on top of each other, constantly spending on each other, constantly.
Yeah.
And that is...
That's the sign of a failing relationship.
A lesbian relationship can start like that. A lot of straight relationships can start like that. And
they usually
it's just an unhealthy way to have any relationship.
Yeah, agreed.
There's been no exception. They went viral for this photo going out that Chris Hughes shared of them in bed, calling her Sleeping Beauty. She's been on TikTok with this video right now saying...
Just want to say that bitch was awake. There ain't no Sleeping Beauty. She was awake.
It's all for...
Do it for the gram, right?
Yeah, attention.
She was awake.
Clicks.
You have pictures of me sleeping, and I'm over here like...
I'm sleeping right now.
I'm so
Take a photo.
I'm so sleepy.
Take a photo. Okay, pretend to be sleeping.
Meanwhile, you have pictures of me and Remy. I'm like...
Yeah, you have drool.
And that's like, Sleeping Beauty.
No, that's real.
Right?
Everything JoJo does is fake. I just assume that everything she's saying and doing is all fake. She has no idea who she is.
She's been trained to perform.
Yeah,
her whole life.
Her existence is performance.
It's all ABCD. I wouldn't be surprised if she has zero emotional connection to any of these people and is just doing it because they're being said, hey,
but she feels
do this.
But she feels like she has an emotion. But is it really emotion, or is it just, what would they say, psychosis? Maybe that's what it is.
I think it could just be acting, putting on a show.
Yeah.
I feel like her whole life she's been pressured into being perfect. The idea of perfection. And so for a second, gay was perfect. That's something that can't be alienated. So I'm going to do that. And now that it's not, I'm going to be straight because that is traditional Disney princess perfect, right? That's what they're doing now. Disney princess perfect.
Perfect. Just perfect.
quote, "You look happier. Thank you. This is my mornings now, and I've perfected how to make the perfect tea." And she's just making tea with her now boyfriend, Chris Hughes, which he's come on very strong into her life, and they've come on as a couple for the public very quickly. So is she now in this sort of performative, conservative, trad wifeian relationship? Is she now in a state of transitional psychosis from having been this lesbian icon to now being in a straight relationship? I don't know.
I don't know if she knows this or not, Jojo Siwa. But videos like this, where they're the happy couple, oh, everything's wonderful and sunshine and flowers, rainbows and butterflies, it makes most people feel like seeing these kind of videos. Like, it makes them feel more lonely, more flawed.
You know what this is, though, right?
What?
This is her attacking her exes.
Oh, you think that's what it is?
9 out of 10 times.
It probably is. You're right.
You
right.
look happier.
You're right.
That's like something that you say
it's
in
like
in reference to a point just before.
Yes.
Which is when you were with someone else. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's usually what this is just one of those toxic digs.
Yes.
100%. Or just like a little push to the people who are mad that she's getting a little trad wifey. It might just be a little knife to them.
Look at us. We're so cuddly and lovable. We're so loving. Happiest couple alive. Yay! That's what it comes off as. It's nuts.
I never thought I'd see you like that, even in a joking way.
No, because I would vomit.
You didn't then.
Gotten a little bit of commentary from her where she states that she felt pressured to actually come out as a lesbian. She said here, quote, from a People's article, "When I came out as 17, I said I'm pansexual because I don't care about gender. But then I kind of boxed myself in and said I'm a lesbian. And I think I did that because of pressure." And when she was asked about this pressure, she said in a weird way, it felt like it was coming from inside the LGBTQ community at times. It also came from people that she...
I want anyone who's questioning their sexuality to stop looking at celebrities. Stop looking at the community. I want you to go on Pornhub. I want you to type in straight sex and then gay sex, and then you'll have your answer. I mean, that's pretty much it. If you're turned on by both, you're bi.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
If you like, even kind of like the idea. I'm sorry. Don't do that, I guess. Maybe don't do that. But like, if the idea of the opposite gender's genitals is appealing to you, then you're heterosexual.
Listen,
if the idea of the same person's genitals is attractive to you, you're homosexual. Don't put any outside sources into your sexual feelings, because it has nothing to do with the world around you. It has everything to do with the sexual organs you're interacting with.
You know, pansexual makes no sense, right?
No,
because it's sexual, meaning sexual organs. What sex are you attracted to? What sex is pan?
Pan means all.
Pan,
and it's
all sexes. That means
only
bisexual. It's sexuality has nothing to do with gender, someone's mental personality.
I would say that the only useful reason for pansexual is when we had more transgender individuals coming out. And then
they still are one sex or the other.
Yes, but if I say I'm bisexual, which I'm not, but if I said this, if I said I was, I wouldn't want a lady man or a man lady. I'd want a man man or a lady lady. You know what I mean? So pansexual was only useful to say, I'm okay with lady, man, man, lady.
I'm okay with dating trans people and having sex with them.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be like transsexual?
No.
You're cool with
that? Transsexual is
transsexual. I know.
So they call it pansexual.
I'm sorry.
Because
I'm not
they don't.
Sorry. It sounds fucking retarded.
Also, if you were to say that you're only attracted to trans people, that would limit out people who are man, man, woman, woman. If you are attracted to all of them,
just say, oh, that's everybody.
I'm okay if we have straight, gay, bi, and pan. Those are like enough for me to say stop.
So tits and dick, or no tits and vag.
You have straight, right?
Yeah.
You have the two splices of homo. You have lesbo homo. You have gay homo.
Yes.
And then you have bisexual, which says, I don't want you if you had surgeries, but natural.
Bisexual doesn't mean I don't want you if you've had surgeries. Then you're getting into the whole cis thing. And I think we've all realized that cis is bullshit.
Bisexuals don't usually want transsexuals.
They don't? I don't know.
Not from our comment. Our comments are pretty specific that most people who are bisexual prefer one or the other. And if you choose to label yourself pansexual, that opens you up to trans
So it means that you'll date
individuals.
someone with no tits and a vag or tits and a dick.
Yes.
Or no tits and a dick and then tits and a vag.
I think those are yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I said it right. I said it right.
But yeah, and I feel like that covers it. That covers the whole. Doesn't that cover the spectrum?
Yeah, but I still think pansexual sounds
used to-
retarded.
When I was in middle school, they used to. Sorry, I'm not. I don't think this is factual. I just think it's funny. Okay, when I was in middle school, they used to say that pansexual also included little people.
Who used to say? Teachers? Teachers were talking to you about
kids
that
in middle school.
Kids in middle school were talking about that shit?
Yeah, we were talking about that
I was
shit.
in middle school, that shit never came up.
Yeah, it was like, it's so
Not
like.
never.
So like,
See, even 15 years younger than me,
it's stupid, I know.
your school and the kids in your school were talking about weird sex shit they shouldn't be talking about.
I learned what a dildo was in 6th grade.
That is f***ed up.
Yeah.
By who?
By my classmate. They're also trying to explain to me that straight people are straight.
Why are they talking about this shit?
Gay people
You
are
guys
gay.
are kids.
Bi people only date people that are born that way.
I'm sorry.
And then pansexuals date trees and dwarves.
Who the fuck?
I'm not making it up. It happened. So I'm okay with it. I don't know. Ever since then, I've always been like, it makes sense.
Okay.
Did you like our content?
Did you like it?
Please tell us you liked it.
You should. You should like and
We
subscribe.
want you to like it.
You should join our memberships and comment below and hit the bell. Bye, everyone. Crawling